Well, good afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. We are literally shocked because DeShawn Watson, in a surprise move, is now there, probably happy as shit that they got Amari Cooper with the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns. Wow. This is crazy. This is how quickly things change in the NFL. I'm glad that it's actually not going to Atlanta or to New Orleans because, again, then that keeps the power structure heavy over there in the AFC. But Amari, oh, you know what? I tell you what. Young Goat, are you new here? Hold it, Young Goat. Let me grab my soundboard real quick. Let me welcome you, Young Goat. Young Goat, appreciate you coming in, buddy. Okay? Appreciate you coming in. But don't come in here talking about my quarterback because I
don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Don't come in here, okay? So, yeah, he's got Jarvis Landry and Amari Cooper with that. So you've got Baker Mayfield, who's already done his tearful goodbye, is definitely on the outs. So some of you teams that are looking for a quarterback, there's Baker Mayfield. Lola. DeShawn Watson has been traded to the Cleveland Browns in a surprise move. Because here's where it's crazy now. Because all of these things have ripple effects. Because you had already this morning the Atlanta Falcons, who were set to pay Matty Ice $7.5 million bonus money, that they basically put that off till Tuesday and said you can seek a trade because they thought for sure they had DeShawn Watson. They thought for sure they had DeShawn Watson, so that's why you let Matty Ice. Hey, Matty, can a brother get a trade? Because they were thinking that he was going to get traded to the Colts, and maybe they get a first and like a second this year and a first next year or something like that. And so now you got to eat crow because now you got to go back and say, okay, Matty Ice, we love you. Here's that $7.5 million. And for the Cleveland Browns to now have Amari Cooper in that defense and things, all of a sudden things get heavy hitters there in the AFC. Wow. Hello, Roland's Review. What's up? Oh, that's right. They did cut Jarvis Landry. $230 million guarantees. Doo-Doo Brown. Was it that much? I didn't see the details. I was just amazed that they got him. So wait a minute. Is that – oh, my God. So all those have been talking about Dak Prescott and how much money he's being paid. Dak Prescott's contract is becoming chump change. So $230 million for 5 years. So that is $46 million a year. Damn. I guess he can say, I'm rich, bitch. Holy moly. $230 million fully guaranteed for 5 years. Wow. Congratulations. Hey, my man. You got a Texas Tech. Shout out to you, my man. Damn. Good job. Maybe we'll be seeing you in the pros one of these years. 5 years, $230 million fully guaranteed. Damn. Well, but Susan, you're kidding, right? Susan, you're kidding about landing Baker Mayfield. Why do we want Baker Mayfield? Seriously? Young Goat, Lark Loams, okay. And he got Amari Cooper. You know, it's amazing how this is one of those things that make you go, It's amazing how Cleveland, let me look at, let's go through here, over the cap. let's look at over the cap where NFL space is. I'm curious what the Browns had. Because we know the Cowboys, we broke ass. So where were the Cleveland Browns? Okay, wait. Oh, wow. Look at this, guys. So if you're keeping track, hold on. The Cleveland Browns had $16 million before this deal. They had $16 million. Let's go to the Browns real quick. Okay. You have to think that the Browns, okay, with Baker Mayfield. Okay. So let's think about this for a second here. The Dallas Cowboys, we can't make any kind of move. We can't make any kind of move because we don't have money, right? I want you to look up here. Currently, the Cleveland Browns, before this deal, were $16 million of money, right? If you trade or, well, I think trade. I don't think anybody's going to trade for Baker Mayfield. They know you're going to cut him. But if you can trade Baker Mayfield, then, of course, you would lose that money. But I don't think anybody's going to trade for Baker Mayfield. I don't think they are. But you're going to have $18 million in dead money, which means you're actually $2 million in the hole. But somehow they came up with $46 million a year contract, fully guaranteed, with no money. You guys understand? You understand what I'm saying here? They had $16 million before this deal. They somehow are able to sign DeShawn Watson to a fully guaranteed $230 million contract. That's $46 million a year, fully guaranteed. This isn't one of those ones where you say, oh, well, you know, it's really only half. No, it's fully guaranteed. Dude is a quarter billionaire. Okay? And they only had $16 million, and they're going to probably end up having dead money because they're going to have to cut Baker Mayfield. I don't know that. I mean, maybe they can trade him for a ham sandwich, but, you know, if they're lucky. But the Cowboys, we can't sign players. We are the only team in the NFL not to sign a free agent. You understand that? I can't say how in the hell the Cowboys think that they're going to be able to compete without doing something to upgrade the system. We are, in fact, held hostage.
Held hostage at the whim of a madman. The whim of a madman. I like that.
Wow. I'm literally just blown away, y'all. I'm blown away that literally the Browns had $16 million of cap space, but signed a quarterback at $46 million a year. And Stephen Jones, he works his magic and brings back, hey, we got Leighton Vander Esch for $3 million. Yes. We got Michael Gallup on a team-friendly deal. He won't be ready to start the season, but who cares? He's cheap. This is some bullshit, guys. This is some bullshit. Wow. I tell you what, I'm glad we're not in the AFC because the AFC has got some juggernauts right now. Sober truth, you are about 100% right. It feels like the Dallas Cowboys are definitely tanking. I don't know how else you could say we're doing anything else but tanking the season. Okay? Sorry, I'm moving this. Just trying it from a different angle. Let's see if it's... No, that shows my belly. No. Mr. Antoine Wright, what's up? So, you know, we thought that Mr. Watson finally got a complete team. Texas is going to pay this year. Well, Texas is going to get a whole bunch of draft capital, I'm sure. When, oh, yes, oh, Lord, is it going to be our time? It's not. Not as long as Stephen Jones is there. And here's what I'm wondering. I feel like, here's how I feel right now as a Dallas Cowboy fan. I wonder, is Jerry Jones okay? Because seriously, I think Jerry Jones was always there to rein in Stephen Jones. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Stephen Jones is the kid that the parents, like in Risky Business, I guess it was Risky Business, or I guess it was Risky Business. But the guy's parents are out of town and they get the Porsche and they go driving all over the place and everything else, and they mess it up. They got all the miles on the odometer, and then they're trying to run the car, run it backwards to get the miles to come off of it, and the miles aren't coming off of it, and then dude gets mad, starts pushing on the car, and then the car all of a sudden jumps the jack and goes out the glass wall and over the side. Over the side. It's like the parents aren't there to make sure the child does the right thing. And Stephen Jones is just running amok. This is like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And he's just literally out there just doing all kinds of shit. None of it good. I wonder, honestly, has anybody seen Jerry Jones in public? Seriously. I'm not trying to be funny here. I have not seen, I don't think I've seen Jerry Jones in a month. We've heard that he was pissed, right? We heard Jerry Jones was pissed about losing Randy Gregory, that he talked to him on the phone, thought he had a deal, right? We had Stephen Jones talk about, when Jerry's gone, we'll take less risk. Well, it doesn't seem like you're taking any risk now, right? It doesn't seem like you're taking any risk right now. Is Jerry okay? Is Jerry like tied up in the office there with a gag in his mouth? Is Jerry Jones ill? Incapacitated or something? Because this don't seem to make any sense. The way the moves, I mean, it's like literally every single day you go, okay. I literally wake up in the morning and I say, what stupid thing are we going to find out that Stephen Jones has done today? What is it going to be? Because and every day he is not disappointed. Every day it's been something crazy. Amari Cooper, he's probably like, oh, hell yeah, shit. Cleveland, the mistake by the lake ain't so bad after all. I got a quarterback. He signed for the next 5 years, fully guaranteed. Hey. And he's not the black Kirk Cousins. You say you saw, it was probably some Mad Dog 2020 he was buying. Well, that's true. Well, you know what? He may not have played in 2 years, but he's probably still better than Baker Mayfield. He's probably better still than Baker Mayfield, even not having played in 2 years. So I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Jerry Jones starting in weekend at Bernie's. You know what? It might be. And I don't want to joke about somebody not being here, but there's something going on here. There's something going on here. Because you almost feel like they are devaluing the team. When you go through and say, well, we're going to sign Van Der Esch, we're going to get rid of Amari Cooper, we're going to hold on to Michael Gallup. The punter's too expensive, we're going to let him go, Pro Bowler. I don't know what's going on, but this is not this is not normal. Right, we signed Luke Gifford and Leighton Van Der Esch. It's like, okay, are we going to go ahead and get Jalen Smith too? Probably get him on a team-friendly deal too now. I don't know. I'm blown away. But this whole quarterback situation that's going on right now, it's really messing up some teams. So you look at Atlanta, the Atlanta scorched earth policy right now because, here it was. Basically, you've killed the relationship with Matty Ice. You've killed that relationship right now, and you've already let him know that we were ready to move on from you, and now you got to turn around and say, hey, Matty Ice, how you doing, buddy? What if dude already has yes, I mean, what if Matty Ice had already worked out a trade for him? Wow. That's crazy. So, you're up to speed. At least, Anita, you're 100% right. They don't care what we think or how we feel. And it shows. It shows because it's almost like they're doing stuff just to piss us off. That Stephen Jones is saying, you know what? F the Cowboy fans. I'm going to make their life miserable. I'm going to take the best receiver. I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to take, the third best receiver. I'm going to let him go because he's too expensive to keep. I'm going to piss off Randy Gregory. He's either going to work for nothing or he can go elsewhere. I'm going to let him go. D-Law, I'm going to lowball him, and if he doesn't want to stay, then let him go. I'm going to piss off best free agent you got in J-Ron Curse. Hell, I'm not even going to pay the Pro Bowl punter that we got. We finally got a good kicker. But we're going to let him go. Because I'm trying to piss off the fan base. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't give a rat's ass about winning. Just give me all the damn money. Just it's like that salary cap money's going straight into his pocket. He's like the money miser, okay? The money miser. I can't even think what the plan is here. Literally, what is the plan here? Is this Stephen Jones up here? Is this Stephen Jones right here? He up there just counting the money? I don't care about winning. Just count the money. Just count the money. Like clockwork. Look at that. That's Stephen Jones, man. And Juju signed with the Chiefs. Okay. Well, so much for that one. What's up? Oh, I saw all the ladies up in here. I'm sorry. Look, let me just go ahead and do. It's just ladies' afternoon. Hello, ladies. My blood pressure is probably going through the roof again. It's probably going through the roof again. I see teams that have no money not only find some money, but draft picks to literally make moves. They literally have the wherewithal to make moves that the Dallas Cowboys cannot seem to do. Does that bother anybody else? We are sitting here literally waiting for anything, and we get nothing. Oh, well. I guess that is the life of all of us Cowboy fans. Let me see if this will work. Oh, it's not supported. Okay. I was trying to pull down a thing. I see Mary Lon and Sanita, Mary Lon Washington, Gina Thorne, Lola. Damn, all the ladies in the place. What's up, ladies? Army Mom, Heather, what's up? Cleveland going to be a championship. Y'all better get Fletcher Cox. You guys get Antonio Brown, DeShawn Jackson. No, thank you. Stephon, okay. Coop will be just fine. You right about that, Miss Anita? Baker Mayfield wants to go to the Colts. Okay. I got a gut feeling they will sign AB. Oh, God, please no. Mark, breathe. I'm sick, man. I'm sick. Scrooge McDuck, man. Stephen Jones. Look, Stephen Jones up here swimming in the money. Swimming in the money, guys. Just understand why is Jerry, what is he waiting for? Like I said, I'm wondering what is really going on with Jerry Jones. Why are we, I mean, we've done bad things before, guys, but we've never been effing up this bad. We've never been effing up this bad. Oh, Stephen Jones is done for the day. He got Leighton Vander Esch and Luke Gifford. Yeah. Sheila Neal, what's up? Wow. Eagles doing bad too. You're about to cry too. He's swimming in, he is in the money. Stephen Jones. I don't even know what to say, y'all. Maybe I just need to just end this just end this because I don't even know what to say. It's getting harder and harder listen. I am the most optimistic guy that you know, and when I give up, it's time to worry. Joshua, you are 100% right. Stephen Jones is the biggest clown in the NFL. What's up? Da-da-dun. Damn Gina. Steven Jones celebrating. That's right. Woohoo! We got Luke Gifford and we got Vander Esch because these are our own home ground talent. We keeping our guys. We believe in our own free agents. You gonna overpay those other guys out there. You're going to overpay them other guys. We're not going to overpay those other guys. We're going to pay our guys because we believe in those guys. Are you serious, Stephen Jones? Stephen Jones, I'm sorry. You one of them rich mother humpers that never had to be responsible for shit in your life. You never had to be responsible for shit in your life. If you messed up, it didn't matter because Daddy was always there to take care of you. And if you did mess up, it's not like the company would go bankrupt. The Dallas Cowboys are printing the damn money. So have fun with it, son. Run it into the ground. It's okay. There's no ramifications on the stupid shit you're doing. Because the Cowboy fans, they'll still believe. They will believe come August that the Dallas Cowboys are a Super Bowl contending team that we done built because we are the smartest guys in the world. Or we just have a whole bunch of suckers for fans. Stephen Jones, I ask you, okay, you can at least say Jerry Jones built the business that had the money to buy the Dallas Cowboys. You can at least say that Jerry Jones was the one who had the foresight to buy the Dallas Cowboys, an organization that was losing $2 million a month. And he, with Jimmy Johnson, built a team. You can say that about Jerry Jones. But what job, what responsibilities has Stephen Jones ever had that makes him somebody who understands managing money? Now, I think he has an engineering degree or something like that, right? An engineering degree? What does that have to do with managing a football organization? What does that have to do with managing the money and understanding how to do contracts? Every team out there has made a joke of the salary cap. Every team has made a joke of the NFL salary cap. The NFL salary cap has not stopped teams from being able to change their whole roster. Teams, look at this. New Orleans was $75 million in the hole. But somehow they had made enough money. They had turned the shit around that they could have signed DeShawn Watson. They could have. They still have almost $30 million. They have more money than us right now. The New Orleans Saints have more money than us right now to spend, and they started out $75 million in the hole, and they have signed free agents. We have not signed a single player who is not a Dallas Cowboy player. Not a single one. You're watching good players all over the NFL signing contracts. Cowboys, hey, Anita Applebaum. The Cowboys, here we sit. Okay, so let's go back up here. Let's go back to the NFL salary cap. So Juju is now gone. And let's look at this here. The Colts, somebody said that they may be interested in Baker Mayfield. They got to get a quarterback because they don't have anybody. Seattle was thought that maybe they try and get Matty Ice, but Matty Ice is gone. Panthers, well, they're stuck with Sam Darnold. The Chargers, here's what's amazing. Here's where you kind of say, wait a minute. You know the Chargers have been signing people left and right, right? The Chargers have been signing people left and right. Somehow they still have $30 million. The Bears, they still have $30 million. The Jets have 29. We have 26 before the Van Der Esch deal, so we got about 24 is what I think we got right now. How is it that New Orleans is down here at $26 million? How is it that New Orleans was able to create over $100 million in cap space? Because they were 75 under. And New Orleans has signed some players. Does that make anybody else wonder? How is it that the Green Bay Packers took a free agent receiver in Devontae Adams? This literally blows my mind because he was a free agent. They tagged him and traded his ass to the Raiders and got a first and a second. A first and a second. And guess what? They got no dead money. It didn't cost them any cash. We get rid of our good receiver, and we get a fifth-round draft pick, and we get a $6 million cap hit. Anybody else see how other teams are doing business that are netting more value? Green Bay loses a great receiver, but they save $22 million or $27 million a year, and they have a first and a second-round pick to try and replace them. Or they've got $27 million that they can use to – I mean, they could trade for another receiver and have the money to pay him for Devontae Adams. We get rid of a receiver. It costs us $6 million in dead money, and we only get a fifth-round pick. I'm not saying that Amari Cooper would be worth a first and a second, but I got to think that he's worth at least a second. But the Cowboys got played, as always. And you can't even sign your own players that you deem ones I want to bring back. You screw around and say, hey, we're going to lowball Randy Gregory. We're going to put a little thing in there just in case he messes up, we can get the money back. Because and I still have people that keep coming at me on this, but I want you to understand this. Every time Randy Gregory was suspended, when you were on suspension, you don't get paid. Cowboys didn't lose money when he didn't play. The Cowboys have only paid him $6.8 million, which is for his time on the field. He wasn't getting paid when he was suspended for weed. And that would be the case with the new contract. This clause that he put in that they swear is part of the CBA is so we can go back and retroactively get guaranteed money that you were paid. We can make sure we disgrace you and make you penniless. It's not like the Cowboys needed that money. And if it really wasn't the CBA, when they called you on it, why didn't you just kind of say, you know what, we'll take it out. We're covered on another side, on the other side. So you're telling me that clause was the reason not to keep a player that you deem reasonable? No. You know, for Amari Cooper, hell, he may look back and say, this was the best thing that could have happened to me. If you are a Dallas Cowboy player right now, you got to be scratching your head and saying, wait, where's the reinforcements? Where's the reinforcements? We're about to go to battle, and they ain't supplied us with shit. I need some more bullets. I need some more armor. Hell, I need some food. They're not providing anything for the troops. If you're one of our players right now, you got to say, Steven, Jerry, what are you doing? And if Jerry goes and you know Stephen Jones is going to be the one who's in charge, then you all of a sudden have to kind of say, do I want to be here? Diggs' contract is going to be coming up soon. CeeDee Lamb's contract is going to be coming up soon. Dak will be able to have an exit in a few years. You may want to get away from the sinking ship. You know, living on our past Super Bowls will only go so far. That mystique is being ruined every single day of being the Dallas Cowboys because you're looking like the clown show right now. You've already seen Micah Parsons kind of tweeting like what's going on here? I'm giving my body and my all for the team, and the team ain't giving me shit to work with. Please don't be mad. Cowboys gave up a lot support on 3 suspension. Nah, dog. Nah. I won't agree with you on that one. I won't agree on that one. Nope. Okay. All right. You know what? We can take the Randy Gregory one out of the mix. Then explain to me Amari Cooper and devaluing him. Explain that one then. Explain not even you had Von Miller at least wanting to come here and not even putting in a lowball bid. How about D-Law where you literally piss him off to the point where you lowballed the hell out of him? How about my man Jaron Curse? That literally you're penny pinching to the point and they're saying that you're a specialty player. We don't want to play you like a starting safety. Where you're trying to screw him over, where he's literally just disappeared, just taking away all things and notices of him being a Dallas Cowboy. So if you want to take that one away and say, oh, no, they were out. No, you know what? No, you weren't. No. And you know what? They were, okay, if you want to say that they had their right to go ahead and put that in there, and just like that, he had his right not to take it. So then they're both right. How about that one? That's right. Stephen offered Jaron Curse peanuts. And Juju, and the rich, and look, the rich keep getting richer. Because look, here we go. They signed Juju, right? Let's look and see where, look at this. So you're going to tell me the Chiefs had $1.4 million, right? The Chiefs had $1.4 million, and yet they signed Juju. Is that what you – and we can't afford anybody? You're going to tell me we couldn't afford anybody when the Chiefs had $1.4 million and they just signed Juju. Eddie, happy birthday. You weren't on here on your birthday, buddy. Happy birthday on the 14th, I think it was. Personally, I think the Joneses are destroying the team or getting the team so they can rebuild the team in some crazy fashion. They don't think they're really going to be a playoff team this year. Just me. Eddie, I can't argue with that at all. How can I argue with that? Because what they're doing, you would think this is a team that's trying to rebuild. Okay. Let's get rid of a high salary. Let's get rid of our high salaries and try and get a few draft picks if we can. This is starting over. Texans get 3 first-rounders and 3 first-rounders with a potential 5th-rounder. Congratulations, Eastside. Let the rebuilding process begin. Micah Parsons got to be pissed. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that we should have signed DeShawn Watson, but if you're telling me that a team that only had $16 million in cap room, if you're telling me a team only had $16 million of cap room, was able to sign a player at $46 million a year, fully guaranteed, and we can't keep our punter, then you're bullshitting me. Jones, you're bullshitting me. If you're telling me that the Chiefs, with $1.4 million of cap space, found a way to sign Juju, and we can't even make an offer to a Von Miller, come on, man. Unfortunately, we're stuck with the Joneses. Why would the Joneses ever get rid of the Cowboys? Oh, they should sell. Why? They are the richest franchise in the world and don't have to win. They don't have to win, and they're getting paid. But if Stephen Jones was to buy a yacht, he's got more than enough money to do that. Okay, I mean, let's be clear here. The cap room that they're saving, for what? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, guys. I can't even explain it. The only thing that I think it is we're just trying to get rid of Mike McCarthy. We're going to hamstring him. We're going to make it hard on Dak Prescott, right? And we're going to bring in Sean Payton. That's the only thing that makes any sense. The Dallas Cowboys are tanking. Unless you convince me otherwise. The Dallas Cowboys are tanking. I agree. Right. Okay. You lost Randy Gregory. You got the money that you're going to pay him. Why haven't you? Dorrance Armstrong is your solution? That's the best that you're going to try and do is Dorrance Armstrong? You have $13 million a year that you were going to pay Randy Gregory. Okay. Common sense says, if I figured I needed Randy Gregory, then why am I not trying to use that to get somebody in kind to replace him? Cowboys up north. Hey, are you coming? Next weekend is the autograph signing. I don't know. I just don't know what the Cowboys are. What this? I don't know what it is. All I know is that literally I have knots in my stomach every time I see a team that doesn't have any money all of a sudden find a way to sign a big name player and try and get better. Because I feel like what we're seeing here now is we're seeing these juggernaut teams that are becoming stronger. That teams that were already good teams kind of polish themselves up. And so if you're just joining us right now, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys I don't know what the hell we're doing party, because we just found out that DeShawn Watson has been traded to the Cleveland Browns in a surprise move where Atlanta thought for sure that they had him, to the point where they told Matty Ice to seek a trade, and they put off his $7.5 million roster bonus money till next Tuesday, and now we're going to have to eat crow and go back to him for another year, where DeShawn Watson goes to the Browns, gets paid $46 million a year for 5 years, fully guaranteed. Let me say that again, fully guaranteed. The thing that I don't understand, as we have gone through and we've heard Stephen Jones literally say, we believe in our own free agents because we know what we're going to get with them, and that you don't go out and get other free agents because you end up taking average free agents and you pay them good money. You take good free agents and you pay them great money, and you play great free agents like they're exceptional free agents, and you can't build a team that way. He has sold us on that. He has sold us on the fact that he says that we can't afford to keep Cedric Wilson because he's going to be too expensive, that we can't keep, even though we found him as a free agent punter who's a Pro Bowler. We go through and we end up taking a Jaron Curse, a guy who played the best safety play we've had in probably 20-plus years, and we decide you're a specialty player and we're going to pay you as that, and we're going to lowball you to the point where he literally says, it just deletes every picture he has of being in Dallas Cowboys on his Instagram. We take D-Law, DeMarcus Lawrence, and basically say, if we cut you, it's $19 million cap hit. How about we just give you a one-year deal for, $10 million and call it even? To the point where he says, screw you, release me. We go through, we devalue Amari Cooper and only get a 5th-round pick and a swap of 6, while the Green Bay Packers have a little bit of a beef about the contract that they won, and he doesn't want to play with Aaron Rodgers anymore, and they end up being able to get a 1st-round and a 2nd-round draft pick in this year's draft for a guy, and it doesn't cost him anything. And, oh, by the way, we're paying $6 million this year to Amari Cooper. We have the Kansas City Chiefs, who only have $1.4 million of cap space, find money to be able to sign Juju. And back to the Cleveland Browns. They only had $16 million of cap room. $16 million of cap room. If they don't trade Baker Mayfield, they will take an $18 million cap hit, somehow find $46 million a year to pay DeShawn Watson. We've seen the Buffalo Bills, who are also tight on cap, be able to find a way to sign Von Miller to $17 million a year. Von Miller, who had interest in coming to the Cowboys, that Stephen Jones didn't even try to lowball to get him here. We also have, of course, and people will say, oh, the Cowboys were all in their right to go ahead and try and get money back. Listen, that's some bullshit, okay? Eddie B, shout out to you on the Super Chat. But hold on. The Jones family is is out their freaking minds. We need a few extra pieces. But we're not getting extra pieces. We're losing pieces. We get back Van Der Esch, at $3 million, and I'm sure Stephen Jones is feeling great that we got him for only $3 million. Well, he wasn't good enough for us to get over the hump last year. Your big prize is we re-sign Michael Gallup, who probably is not going to be ready to start the season, which means you ended up losing Amari Cooper. You ended up losing Cedric Wilson, and you may not have Michael Gallup. So your 3 of your 4 best receivers, you may be starting the season without. And as that, you also lost two starting offensive linemen in Lyle Collins and Connor Williams. You got no compensation for Lyle Collins, so your offensive line is in worse shape. Your receiving core is now slim. You lost your own player that you targeted to bring back, but here's where it's kind of crazy. You lost him a couple of days ago. It would say if we were going to spend $13 million for keeping Randy Gregory and you lose him, we've got $13 million that we should use to replace him because clearly we felt we needed that position filled. And what do you do with Zavaris Smith? I know I butcher his name. You lowball him to where he says, you know what, I'm going to go to Baltimore. Now, you have a second chance with him apparently, but it seems like even though you have found money, you're not willing to spend this. Anybody? Did I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else? Because we are the only team in the NFL right now that has not signed a free agent that is not of their own. That is a fact. We are right now the laughingstock of the NFL. Luke Gifford. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. We also re-signed Luke Gifford. Thank you, Gina. Luke Gifford is one of our way back up linebackers. So right now, here's what we have for defensive ends. We have D-Ware. Excuse me, not DeMar. I wish we had D-Ware. I'm sorry, DeMarcus Lawrence. We just re-signed, what's his name? With the A, okay? Micah Parsons is there. Our linebacker room now consists of Luke Gifford, Jabril Cox, who was injured half the year, Van Der Esch, who seems like he's injured all the year, and Micah Parsons, who will have to play both ways. Probably the thought is Micah Parsons can do it all because Micah Parsons might have to play wide receiver this year. Micah Parsons may have to play wide receiver this year. He's going to play defensive end. He's going to have to play linebacker. But if you are a player right now and Luke Gifford, Van Der Esch, that's your big help that you're bringing Micah Parsons, and you've already lost Randy Gregory, and maybe you lose Jaron Kearse. If you're Micah Parsons, it's kind of like, where's the troops? Where's the cavalry? What are you doing to me? Here's the problem. They may hit. Okay, you have to understand that the draft. Maybe they hit a home run. Maybe. Well, guess what? Not all these teams are hitting home runs in free agency. But not all of them have to. Some of these teams have really improved themselves. You cannot say that the Cowboys are even the same as they were. They are worse than they were the end of the season. The Cowboys have literally gotten worse. There's no, no, we've gotten worse. And you can't expect for the draft to take a whole class of rookies and think that all of a sudden they're going to elevate you up to the place where these other teams are. We're falling behind. And you have to understand, herein lies the problem. We rely solely on the draft, and we get some good players. But you have to supplement that with decent ones as well through free agency. And so the Cowboys keep getting these guys, and they're here for 1 year. They're here for 1 year. Mark D., you're 100% right. We couldn't run the football. Right. Which is why now here's the problem. Now you got a hole at linebacker, you got a hole at defensive end, you got a hole at wide receiver, you got a hole in offensive line. Instead of making less positions you have to draft for and out of need, instead of being able to take the best player available, now you have holes at linebacker, holes at defensive end, holes at wide receiver, holes at offensive line. And you got 8 picks. Are you actually believing that you're going to be able to get 6 guys that are going to be immediate day one starters? Because that's what you're going to end up needing. So, yeah. So, that's where we are, people. It's crazy to think that all of these other teams are improving themselves while the Dallas Cowboys are just slowly getting worse by the day. The Dallas Cowboys are literally getting worse by the day, while other teams are getting stronger. Hold at safety, that's what I'm saying, Reaper, right. Hold at safety, hold at defensive tackle, hold at defensive end, hold at linebacker, hold at wide receiver, hold in the offensive line. Your team is becoming a skeleton. Mark had some major setbacks here. Car engine died. Oh, man. Rebuild for me, too, I guess. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Cowboys up north, man. I was looking forward to meeting you. Sometimes life happens. Unbelievable. Again, I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. This is This is crazy. When the only thing we have to cheer about is that we've re-signed Luke Gifford and Leighton Vander Esch. So, Juju is going to Kansas City, surprisingly to a team that had no money. Nice, AJ Boomer. You're going to Wrestling Mandate. That's cool. I thought, you know what? I thought for once that we were actually going to go out and try and do something. I was wrong. I thought for sure Juju was going to be here. I thought the Cowboys were actually into winning. But apparently they're not. The Cowboys are continuing to make more holes. So, Willie, I said it a couple of weeks ago, man. It feels like the Dallas Cowboys are redshirting the season. There's no other way that you can look at this. They're not trying to improve any. The Cowboys will do big. We don't do big free agency anymore. Well, Keith, we never have. And guess what? We don't even do the basics now. Hey, Mark, do you think McClay should quit? This isn't Will McClay. If they're not listening to him, having him quit, I think he should have taken other offers elsewhere, to be honest with you. Fact, stop crying. We not a bad team. We're not a good team either there, buddy. We have like 8 draft picks. Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, let's go through this. All right. Last year was a good draft year, right? How about we look at this? Okay. Let's say 2019 Dallas Cowboys draft class. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this exercise, okay? So, right now, safety, linebacker, defensive end, defensive tackle, offensive line, wide receiver. That's 6 positions that we need help in. So in 2019, here's what we did in the draft. Let's see, how many outstanding players did we get in that draft? We drafted Tristan Hill. Is he a starter? In round 3, we picked up Connor McGovern. We started him a couple of games. He can't get to the second level. We did get Tony Pollard. Okay, there you go. You had a starter right there. Actually, let me get another thing. That's not the list. Let's see. Let's go down the list here, because what you're basically saying is we have 8 picks and we're going to find 8 players that are going to make us better. All right. So here's our draft class. Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill has been not great. Not great. Connor McGovern. I don't think he's a starter. Tony Pollard should be our starting back. Michael Jackson. Beat it. That's what they did. Beat it. Joe Jackson. Not on the team. Donovan Wilson. That's a good one when he's healthy. Mike Weber and Jalen Jex. So from the 2019 draft, we got 2 good players that should be starters, and 1 part-time starter. Let's go to the next season. Okay. That season was good, right? So we got CeeDee Lamb, day 1 starter. Diggs was a day 1 starter, had a learning curve. He clearly got better in the second half. Neville Gallimore, he was pretty good the second half of the season. He didn't come out the box playing great. Reggie Robinson, and we got Tyler Badish, who ended up being forced into playing when Joe Looney went out. Bradley Ain, he's gone, and we got Ben DiNucci. So you had 7 picks there. You got CD, Diggs, Gallimore, and Tyler Badish. You got 4 starters out of that group. So that was considered a good draft. That was considered a good draft. Although I would say that Neville's kind of more rotational than that. But that's 4. Okay? Out of the next season, because we're saying, hey, we're going to be rescued this year by our draft class. Micah Parsons, okay, he's like a great veteran. That you got fire right there. That was great. Definitely great pick. Kevin Joseph, he's got potential to help us this year, but last year, OC, he played a lot for us. He was good, but he's not ready to be a difference maker he wasn't ready to be a difference maker for the defense that you looked at and said, we're better because we have him automatically. Same thing with Chauncey Golston. Nahshon Wright, special teamer. Jabril Cox, he was playing okay till he got hurt. Josh Ball, no. Semi, special teamer. Quentin Bohannon, semi-role player, and so on. So we had 12 picks there. You had 1 starter, and you basically have 4 role players. If we have even a great draft like we had the one before, if we get 4 starters, we still have major holes. You need safety help. You need defensive end help now because you lost Randy Gregory. You need defensive tackle help. You need really a center and a guard. We lost 2 guards, we lost a tackle and a guard. Now, I'm okay with Terrence Steele being the starter at right tackle, but who's going to be your guard? Connor McGovern? Because he's not that good. Tyler Badish is bad. And is Tyron Smith going to make it through a season now after he has in the last 5? Sorry. You can't fix this whole team in one draft. You're going to have major holes. And then, we got 8 picks. Guys, how many of those 12 picks are making the team better right now? That's 12 picks. Look, right there. That's the 12 picks that we had last year, which was a good draft. We have a lot of potential that may not be good for another year or 2. And you can't think that we're going to be able to grab some people from this year's draft and these rookies all of a sudden are going to make a Super Bowl team. Yes, we have Donovan Wilson, but Donovan Wilson was hurt all year. Keith. Malik Hooker, okay, potential again, coming back from the injuries. Malik Hooker wasn't a difference maker. Jaron Kearse played better than both of those guys. Maurice Rouse, man, shut the fuck up, man.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Rams fans, shut up. Coming in here to gloat. Take your Super Bowl trophy and get the F out, okay? Just get the F out of my house. You can't keep assuming also, Mark. I can't keep assuming what? Okay, you know what? I am the most positive. I'm the most positive guy in the world, okay? You can't honestly look at the clown show that we're having right now and feel like we're going to be able to actually have a really good team. I'm sorry. We've lost key pieces that we had that made us a good team last year, and we're not replacing any of it. We're going to get even more players with getting other teams are getting draft picks. I'm sorry. We got that extra 5th round draft pick. We're going to do major things with that. Yeah. Watson's base salary in 22 is $1 million. Yeah, they kicked it all down the road. Mark, just say it delusional. Cowboys better sign Curse. Captain Taki, I need to watch some of my own videos. Like I said, I've changed my tune, man. They beat me down, dog. They beat me down that I just can't take it no more, man. I keep watching everybody else getting richer and richer, and we just keep getting worse and worse. Y'all going to sign AB as a big – yeah, that, you know what? That would be the icing on the cake, that we would sign Antonio Brown to finish imploding the team. That's exactly what we need to do. Okay. Varric Williams, that is true. Players that we've lost can easily be replaced if you're trying to replace them. But we're not trying to replace any of them. Do you understand that? When we replace players, we go value hunting. We go bargain basement shopping. That's Stephen Jones's own words. You know, you can't build a team through free agency. He refuses to. So how are you saying we're going to easily replace them if his philosophy is not signing free agents? You can't replace all of these positions in the draft. You just can't. Yes, and Juju went to, I got it, to Kansas City. We're not going to sign Tyrann Mathieu. I can guarantee you that. No, there's no way in hell. I'd be surprised at this point. I'd be surprised if they would be able to get Bobby. I mean, unless they're trying to put all their eggs in that one basket and hope that Bobby Wagner is going to be the one free agent signing that we get. I don't see a move here. And you know what? Big Wade, Mark, the front office isn't willing to take a step to win a championship. Free agency is important. Thank you, Big Wade. Thank you. Shout out to you on the super chat, man. You are 100% right on that. They are not willing to take a chance. They're scared. They're playing scared money. We can't spend this money. We can't. If we end up missing on a free agent, well, what's the difference on missing on a free agent than missing on your own free agent that you spend money on that you miss on? You might as well say you missed on Amari Cooper because you didn't do anything with him, and you're still paying $6 million this year. You can say we missed on Jalen Smith, who only played half of last year. You paid his full salary last year, and you're still paying him $6.8 million this year. So you lost on those moves as well. So I don't know how we can say that the Dallas Cowboys are, doing great things and that they're better off by not taking a risk on somebody else. And they got scared money. There is no doubt the Dallas Cowboys are truly scared money. Mark, you are 100% right. It doesn't feel like they care about the fans at all. We missed on Zeke, yeah. Cowboys, Jaden, the way I look at it is what'll happen. Here's what always happens. Here's what'll happen. Come the beginning of the season, ESPN and all the shows are going to convince us that the Dallas Cowboys are a Super Bowl contending team, that they got all this talent. They got first-round linebacker like Leighton Vander Esch, right? That's what they're going to tell you. They got Dak Prescott and they got Zeke out. They got the best offensive line in football. Right? That's what's going to teach it. And we're all going to get, oh, man, we'll win a couple of games. Oh, man, this is a Super Bowl talented team. Really? Really? We don't. What happens is by the time the end of the season comes, those other teams that have the players, that have depth on them, that were wise about their money, are able to actually go through and compete and outlast us. And other teams right now realize the salary cap is going to blow up. That's why DeShawn Watson's deal is $1 million this year. There you go. That's his salary this year. $1 million. Why? They know the cap's going to go up. We have money to spend, but we won't spend it. To me, the Dallas Cowboys are tanking. They're just looking and saying, nobody repeats in the NFC East, so how about we go ahead and set ourselves up for the following year? Yeah, you know, the old saying is, there's no such thing as bad publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Cowboys have got plenty of bad publicity, but you're still talking about them. Joshua, shout out to you being a Mojo crew member for 24 months. Tell Washington Dak is their father. Yeah, there you go. Have faith. It's hard to have faith, man. It truly is hard to have faith. It is hard to have faith right now. Breaking news, Dallas has offered Wagner a sandwich and a soda. Okay. Cowboys up north fan, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of disgusted right now. Josh Burrow carried trash to the Super Bowl. Why can't Dak? Well, Keith, here's what I can tell you. Keith, I can tell you that Tampa Bay, the year before, went out and brought in a whole bunch of free agents. Tom Brady, Ndamukong Suh, the Gronk, as well as a whole lot of other guys. They made a run and won the Super Bowl. I can tell you that the Rams made trades for Ramsey and made trades for other great players, went through and brought in Von Miller. They went in, made trades for Matthew Stafford. They ended up signing Odell Beckham Jr., and it gave them enough firepower to compete and win the Super Bowl. I can look at the Dallas Cowboys, whose philosophy has been, we don't believe in free agents, for the last 27 years, not win it. I will say that there's more success with teams that end up building or supplementing what they're doing in the draft with trades and free agents than ones that rely only on the draft. You know, I'm going to ask you, what teams have only relied on the draft that you've seen win the Super Bowl? Yeah. Ken Taylor, you are 100% right. None of us are in charge of the Dallas Cowboys front office. You are right. You are right.
Guys, you know, they are so beautiful. Like,
I don't even know what to say anymore. Stop watching the boys. You may be right. So, oh, yes, the Cowboys did. The Cowboys made trades and moves to get guys like Charles Haley and Deion Sanders to get them over the hump. Yeah. Kevin S., probably a little bit more than what you offered for Randy Gregory, but yes. Mark, we are in a rebuilding model. They figure they can win a weak division this year with the bad team. Scared money don't make money. You're right about that, and the Jones are absolutely clueless, especially Steven. But I'm beginning to believe that there's something going on with Jerry, that Jerry is, incapacitated or something. I can't believe that Jerry Jones is signing off on all of the stuff that's going on right now. I just can't believe that. There's no way I will believe that one at all. Why free up money and make no moves? Right. When you have teams that out there that have no money and are making moves. It makes my head hurt. Jordan, none of the above. Y'all forget we don't go after big name free agents, then we draft mediocre talent where we need people. Yep. Terrell, yes, we traded Herschel Walker for a shitload of players. It's a difference. Jerry is laying low from his 25-year-old daughters. Yeah, it could be. Jerry is 79. I'm still trying to figure out how Kansas City picked it up. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Kansas City only had $1.4 million, and they got Juju. And we franchise tag a mediocre tight end. We need to sign Wagner and Smith in a blockbuster deal. Jerry Baby Mama running the Cowboys now? I don't think so, because they'd probably be running better. Where's Jerry? Jimmy Johnson was in charge. Jerry bringing this news to knock off his daughter's news? Well, he done that. If that's the case, yeah, definitely. I feel almost like they're tanking for Peyton. Cash, I've said that before. Yeah, they'll offer Wagner a crab cake. No, it won't be a crab cake. Crab meat is real expensive right now. It won't be. It'll be a potted meat sandwich with the offer. Crazy Corvette, how you doing? Look at Robert Quinn. He was a beast for us, and we let him walk. But we let him walk, but at least we got a compensatory pick for him. Joshua, I think I may do that. We need Wagner and Hunter. Okay. We should have gotten O.J. Howard. He would have been cheaper than a tag on Schultz. Yep. We should sign Gilmore and Cox. We got all this money from not signing Randy. Why do we let Amari Cooper go? Very good question. Jerry Jones needs to wake up one morning and say, I'm fine. I'll fire myself. Good players don't play for the Cowboys. Agent used the Cowboys to bargain. You right about that. Spam sandwich. We were 12-5, very close, and Stevie is having a fire sale. Weird. Heather, I don't know. I just don't know. You know what? I think I've had enough of this pity party right now. I tell you what, tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be here probably going into overdrive with all of the crap that's going on. A milk sandwich, a soggy bread. We got to figure this out, man. I just don't know. All right, I'm going to see you guys later on, okay? We're going to go ahead and end this. We need a laugh. We need a laugh here. Maybe this will make me feel better.
Excuse me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Is it a bad? Oh. Here. Go ahead, hold Jobu. Go ahead. See, you know he rubbed off.
I'm ready to go home. I'm going to take a quick picture with you. My son. He wants to take a picture with you.
I'd love to. Hey. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. No, sit there.